Hey guys, welcome to Bass Release. I'm your host, Steve Eldridge, and today we have William Clute of Gajo Baits. Hey Wolf, thanks for stopping in. How you been?
I've been good. Stevie, thanks for inviting me.
Good,
It's
good.
January 29, 2017, guys. This is the very first Bass Release episode live show on Facebook. We're looking forward to taking your questions, your comments, and stuff like that here. So let's get to it, Stevie.
Yeah. First of all, I just wanted to say, if you guys that are watching right now, if you guys have any, if it sounds too loud, too low, just shoot us a message real quick. We'll check it, and we're going to adjust some of the volumes. This is our first show, and we're still in a little bit of a trial practice. So, like I said, if you got anything, issues with volume or video, just shoot us a message, and we're going to check it, and we're going to try and straighten it out live here. So, anyways, I just wanted to say thanks for bearing with us for a little while. I know that I wanted to start this in December. We were working on the studio. I had to wait for some of the mics to come in, the camera, and some of the other things. So it's going to get a little bit better. So just stick with us, and hopefully we're going to have some pretty good shows, right?
Oh yeah. We got future fishermen coming up. We do have some pros coming on. They'll be coming on. We're going to be talking to a lot of people in the industry, throughout the industry. Not only guys of different backgrounds, women of different backgrounds. Jobs, everything, just people who love to bass fish are going to be on the show with us here in the future.
Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah, it's going to be a great show. So we just need to get through this first one first. This is our first run, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to be doing some things. We're going to be talking about rods, different ways to fish, reels, some other techniques, drop shotting, whatever. So it's not only just going to be for what I'm trying to say here is for the pros. It's going to be for anybody that wants to start bass fishing also.
Yeah, anyway.
So
from the pros down to beginners, whoever wants to. If you have any questions, any comments, anything, shoot us a question, and we'll do our best to answer it.
Yep, that's right. So, anyways, let's get going here. Yeah, you ready to answer some questions? Hopefully?
Let's go. Let's get some questions
Okay.
going, and we'll see how
One of the first questions that I had earlier this week was somebody wanted to ask you was, what made you get into the fishing lure industry?
Well, I started fishing when I was 4 years old. My father took me fishing. He introduced me to bass fishing. I caught my first bass when I was 4 years old. And as growing up here on the local waters here in the St. Lawrence River, fishing has always been, and yourself, fishing has always been in just about everyone's life here. We have a huge fishing. This area is just known for being some of the best fishing in the area. And growing up as a kid, I had the opportunity to go out almost every day after school, sometimes skipping school to go fishing and stuff like that. Yeah,
I think we all did that,
Yeah, sometimes fishing would get us in trouble.
Yeah,
I've
been grounded a few times for that.
So, I did that, for the first part of my life. And then, when I started my guide service 25 years ago. I run Mohawk Trails Guide Service. And throughout the years, meeting clients, meeting different people, all these people from all over the country, all over the world were coming to my guide service and using stuff. They would they'd bring new lures to me, new fishing lures. You ever try this? No, and they try them out here. So one day I was just thinking about it, and I said to myself, why don't I start my own fishing lure company?
Yeah.
And so I turned around, I sat down, and I discussed it with my wife.
Well, you have to do that because it's not something cheap that you can start.
No. Well, you can start out cheap, just the way I started out cheap, just just making my own for my own personal use.
Yeah.
That was the real reason I had first started making the baits was, having, from being a fishing guide and being in that industry, I was always purchasing, I was having to purchase a lot of baits. So I turned around and decided, okay, well, I'm going to start, my free time, just try making my own stuff and things like that. And so I did. I started making my own stuff, and I took it from there. Guys are using my baits, and they're saying, well, what kind of baits can I buy some of your baits? They were seeing the action. So right there, that told me, I had a good product. I had something really good.
Yep.
And so, I talked to my wife about it. We discussed it, and she said, well, if you're gonna follow your dreams and you want to do this, go ahead. She was a supportive wife to what I wanted to do, and I decided to go ahead, and I did, and I pulled the trigger, and we started Gajo Baits.
Good. So another question too was, how did you come up with the name of Gajo? And what does Gajo mean?
Well,
Am I saying it right?
yeah,
Okay.
Gajo Baits.
All right.
I'm Native American. Yeah, I live up here in
Just for you guys too, real quick. I'm gonna just show you what the. Oh, hold on just a second.
Put it on.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch over to the other camera. There we go. So as you can see, it says Gajo right there. Gajo.
Yeah, this is the actual.
But that's not the actual name in Mohawk, right? It's spelled.
Yeah, it's not actually spelt that way in Mohawks. It's spelt a little. I mean, it's spelt the same. It's just it's a longer word, so we just shortened it up.
All right.
But yeah, it's you know, a Mohawk word. I'm Native American. It's a Mohawk word that means fish.
Okay.
Fish bait. So you know, when I was searching around for names and stuff, I was talking to my nephews. We were shooting names around and stuff like that. And, you know, we all decided. You know, my one nephew said, "Well, why don't you use Gajo? It means fish." And we all looked at each other and we're sitting there. And we were brainstorming together, and I was like, "Yeah." So I mean, we came up with a whole bunch of different other bait names, and we decided. So you know, I have to give my nephew Leland credit for coming up with that name, helping me come up with it.
Yeah.
And yeah, and so you know, we went from there, and it you know, it basically means fish in my native language, my Mohawk language.
Okay. All right. So, what kind of baits do you make?
Well, I make different stuff. I have swim baits. I have 2 different size swim baits. I have 2 different size drop shot baits, and I also make my own style stick bait.
Okay.
And so what we have is I have a 4-inch drop shot bait. Everyone knows the spear shads. Anyone that's ever fished in this North Country, I have a lot of the guys over the past year that have called that have been using this.
Whose color is that?
Oh yeah, this is what I forgot to mention. This is Steve's favorite color. That's why I brought it on the show. It's Steve's. I mean, he's probably gonna hate me for that, for letting it out. This is Steve's.
I drop shot it with that color all year long, and I'm telling you, I fell in love with that color. You got, I don't know how many different colors, but if I can have 10,000 of those, I would. Oh, that's
this is the one.
Lake Champlain. Oh my God.
Yeah,
nothing touches Lake Champlain.
No, this color right here is the #1 color for Lake Champlain.
Oh
this
my
is,
God,
this is our perch color. And but yeah, but we also have I have this in 2 different sizes. This is a 4-inch, and I also carry it in.
Can I tell you a little story about this bait?
Go ahead.
Last year, I fished the FLW and Lake Champlain, and my co-angler was on the back, right? So about 2 hours into the tournament, I'm drop shotting this color, right? I'm catching them up front. I turned back and I said, "What's the problem with my co-angler?" He goes, I don't know what's going on. I can't catch him." So I felt bad for him. So what did I do? I reached into my box. I handed him a fistful of these. Guess what? He outweighed me.
He outfished him with
his
own bait.
Me with my own, well, your bait. But the biggest mistake I did was giving him those. He outweighed me.
Yeah,
so
but Steven, you have a good heart, so you helped the guy out, even though he did kick your butt in your own boat.
Yeah, that was the problem. He weighed in like 5 pounds more than I did, but anyways, that was a mistake.
You'll survive. You'll live, Steven.
Yeah,
you'll live.
That was something I learned. Never do that again. But it happens.
So yeah, I carry him in a 4-inch and a 3 1/4, and I also have the same. I have a 4-inch swim shad. This is actually the Gajo Spirit Shad, my drop shot bait, and this one's the Gajo Swim Shad. This is my 4-inch swim bait, and I also have this in a 3 1/4, and then I also have a 5 1/4-inch stick bait. It's just the Gajo stick. If you want to see, I can show you these up close. You can see this, the drop shot here. This is the Gajo Spirit Shad here.
And also a guy that's on your pro staff is Brad Paradise.
Yeah,
and
Brad,
he likes that color too.
Yeah, Brad's known in this area as being one of the top guys. He's on our pro staff. He's known in this area being one of the top guys to fish the St. Lawrence. He's won a lot of local tournaments and things like that. A lot of people, they talk to him, they rely on him. He's a straightforward shoot. He when people come to him and ask him about a technique he's using, he doesn't say, "Well, I'm using this, and stuff like that." And he actually tells them what he's using. He'll actually show them. And guys ask him about drop shotting and stuff like that. And he actually shows them the technique of how to use the baits and stuff like that.
Yeah, Brad's a good guy.
Yeah, Brad's a really good guy. And he's really helped me out promoting and stuff like that.
And Brad don't live too far away. He just lives in Ogdensburg, right? So
yeah.
So So, any of your baits been used in any major competitions yet, or
Well, this
tournaments,
past-
I should say?
Yeah, this past year we actually did this past year. We did like a PR thing to promote the baits before we actually put them out onto the market.
Yeah.
And what we did was, I put them in the hands of friends of mine, pro staffers, friends of mine, and I said, go out there and just promote, show them what we have. And we fished a bunch of tournaments, and we had 2 tournaments up here, the FLW Costa Series tournaments. One was in Thousand Islands, and the other one was in
Lake Champlain, right?
Lake Champlain. And in those 2 tournaments, we had over 100 people competing in those tournaments. I mean, it was unbelievable. The guys found out about it during practice.
Yep.
The pro staff guys were out there promoting, talking about it. So guys were coming up to me during the practice periods. They came to my truck, come see me. Hey, can I get some samples of this? So I was giving out samples, and my pro staff would be.
Yep.
And lo and behold, we did a numbers count of how many guys were using them. And in each tournament, Thousand Islands, we had more guys using them. I think it was 130 something guys.
That's a lot.
Pros and co-anglers. And there was like 110 total in the Champlain tournament that were using the Gajo Baits.
Oh. And you fish those tournaments yourself too, right?
Yeah, I fished on the co-angler side of the events.
Yeah. And how'd you place?
I placed in the top 10. I actually had, on the pro side and the co-angler side, I had 6 guys in the Thousand Islands tournament placed in the top 10. And on the Champlain tournament, I had 7 guys placed in the top 10. Both on the pro and the co-angler side.
And they must have been using this.
Well, I can't really say which color they were using.
Oh, okay. So, and now, speaking of your baits and tournaments and stuff, what's the story about Rick Flero?
Oh, Ryan
Oh,
Flero.
Ryan Flero.
Yeah, there was
I'm sorry, Ryan. I meant.
I mean, they call him Rick.
I'm sorry, Ryan. I didn't mean Rick.
One of the local guys here, we had like 7 requests, 7 comments in here. Guys wanted to know, did he really win the Berkeley B1? It's a premier Canadian tournament.
Yep.
That's held in the local waters here, the Berkeley B1. And
guys wanted. How many anglers in that?
That's
over 120, 130.
Yeah, I think this past year, I think there was 140 teams.
Or boats, I should say.
Yeah, it's a team event. There was 140,
event,
I do believe, that was in there this year. And so guys were asking me, did Flero really win the Berkeley B1 on my baits? And I said, I turned around and I said, yes, he did. There was video footage from the Berkeley B1 staff showing him fishing with the baits, and he was sitting there. He's probably going to hate me for saying this and letting everybody know. But they had video footage of him using my drop shots and using the swim baits to catch his fish. And he was, so he turned around and he sent me a message. Don't let that out. I'm sorry, Ryan. That's what I said. Sorry. Let everybody know you were hitting them on my baits.
We all know now, Ryan. Hopefully,
don't worry, buddy. Don't worry, Ryan.
All the viewers are gonna know what you've been using too. So.
Okay, they were using my baits, but don't worry, buddy. I won't tell them which colors they were using. There, how's that go? The secret will be kept.
And don't forget, this year, Ryan, you're gonna have to protect your championship, but the secret's out. So you're gonna have to work really extra hard this year, Ryan. So, anyways, where can these be purchased?
Okay, we will be launching Gajo Baits next Monday.
Next Monday, okay.
I think it's February 7th. It's next Monday.
I'm not too sure.
It's February
today's
7th.
29th, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's February.
It don't matter.
Well, we know it's next February, or so
yeah.
Next week, next Monday. I'll give you the exact date. It's February 6th. Sorry, folks. Yeah, we should have researched that a little better.
Yeah.
February 6th, Gajo Baits will be launching. You'll be able to log on to gajobaits.com and place your orders. We built a pretty good site. It's basically just a straightforward purchasing site. You're going to go in there, you see Gajo Baits, you'll see the baits right away. You'll be able to just go through it, look through it. We're going to have connections to Facebook, Twitter, and stuff like that. If you want to get more information, hear some of the pro staff stories, read some of the stories, see some of the catches and stuff like that, you can log on from this site, or you can go right to Facebook to Gajo Baits on Facebook and see the videos and stuff like that.
Yeah, okay.
And the comments people are making.
Now that you mentioned pro staff, also is you have pro staff on the Canadian side and also on the American side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have them on both sides.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Gajo Baits will be available both on the Canadian side and the American side.
Good. So, and another thing with these, how many come in a package?
Hey, this is my stick baits. Everyone's wondering how many were in a package. There's 10 sticks in a package.
Okay.
10 sticks bait.
And your drop shot, how many?
There's 12 drop shot in a package.
12 is drop shot.
We do have, when you go onto the site, we do have pro packs, they're called, in the drop shot, the 2 different sizes. There's 24 in there.
Okay. All right. And your swim baits is a package of?
Well, the swim baits, they come in 2 sizes. The 4-inch are in a pack of 6, and the 3 1/4 inch are in a pack of 8.
Okay. All right. And also, your baits are not only for fresh water, but you also have a saltwater line.
Yeah,
also,
that's
right.
We started. I did some testing earlier this summer, and I started a saltwater line, saltwater colors, and so we sent them down. They actually did a couple of shows in Louisiana, outdoor shows where they featured our baits, Shreveport and Lafayette, and they featured our baits there, and they did a captain's tournament, they called it, where they took captains took out people, and they just ran my baits there. And the captains came out and they said they had never seen redfish. They caught flounders on them, trout, stuff like that. They've never seen the redfish attack my swim baits, any swim bait like they have with mine, with the saltwater colors.
All right. So, and those are going to be also available on the website.
Right, yeah. Yeah, all the baits, all the colors, the saltwater, freshwater lines will be available on the website.
Okay, all right. Now, you also you own and run a guide service like you mentioned earlier.
Yes, Mohawk Trails Guide Service.
Okay, so what do you do for guiding?
Well, I guide here in the St. Lawrence River.
Okay.
I mainly guide on the territorial waters, the Mohawk territory waters, and I guide for everything. We do anything from bass, pike, walleye, muskie.
Yeah.
You
Now,
know.
all season?
Yeah, all season.
Or I should say all year long? Or?
Yeah, all year long. All year long.
Now,
Most of my clients, because it does get cold up in here, and most
Yeah.
people don't want to. But usually from like the end of April right till, right into December before Christmas.
Yep,
sometime.
yep. So, and another thing that people that are watching also, if you guys want to get a hold of Will for his guide service, one important thing you need to know is they do not need a fishing license.
Right. Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah, because we have our own set of fishing regulations, fishing
Yep.
and hunting regulations. We have our own licenses, and we have it established that if you're with a tribally licensed guide,
Yep.
I'm a tribally licensed guide, then there's no fishing licenses required. You're covered under my fishing status while you're fishing
Yep.
with me on the territorial waters.
Now, last year I was out with you a few times.
Yeah.
And I don't know if a lot of people know or not, but I'm also on Will's pro staff team. And I help Will guide once in a while when he has enough customers and can't get everybody in the boat. I'll take my boat and stuff. But last year we had a little surprise. We had a couple visitors coming from Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Our
And
buddies.
who was that?
Pittsburgh Steelers. 2 of the Pittsburgh Steelers came up and they fished with us. We actually did a TV show. A friend of mine, Don Meisner, does a TV show. It's called.
Don's a nice guy.
Yeah, Don's a great guy.
Yeah.
And he does this TV show called Behind the Lines. And what it does, he takes out soldiers, and he works with the wounded warriors. Soldiers coming back from the war overseas. They're coming back, and some of them, they have PTSD. Some of them they're just stressed from coming back, and they need to, de-stress. They need
Yep.
something, and Don's using fishing to help them. And most of these guys that they love to fish.
Yep.
Just what all soldiers mean. They love to fish.
Yep.
And so we set up different, ways. We work with Fort Drum and different avenues and different groups in the military to bring these guys up here to give them a way to de-stress.
Yep.
And we take them out fishing. And so one of the Pittsburgh Steelers, Alejandro Villanova, he's a soldier. He was a captain in the Rangers, I do believe.
Yep.
And Don got a hold of him and asked him if he'd want to be a guest on the show. And so he said, yeah. So he came up and he brought his friend Dave DeCastro,
Yeah.
who he claims, I don't know if Dave's going to say something about it, but Al claims that he's teaching Dave how to fish.
Yeah.
But I don't know, in some of those videos and the video footage we did at the TV show with Don, I think it was the other way around, wasn't it?
Yeah. I know they had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh my god. They must have, we caught over 130 bass that day.
Well, the next day we counted, they did something like 286 bass.
I posted on my Facebook the first day. I said, I got to go fishing with the Pittsburgh Steelers. My phone would not stop ringing. where are these guys? I said, yeah, we're gonna go fishing again with them tomorrow. Where are these guys gonna be? Where are these guys gonna be? I said, I can't tell you. So, I mean, today was to shoot the show. Tomorrow they just want to relax and they want to fish themselves.
Yeah.
And that second day was a blast. I'm telling you.
Yeah, we had. I mean, we got a lot of the coverage and a lot of the conversations and language that was going on.
Yeah,
it was.
Yeah.
Maybe it's something you can't show on Facebook. Well, you probably could. But
Yeah. And these guys aren't small either.
No,
When they pulled up and we met them there, and I said, "Oh my God, these guys are not going to fit in my bass boat. These guys are humongous."
I think you made the same comment from that Jaws movie. What was it? You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I mean, one guy's what? He's 6'10", the other guy's 6'8".
6'8", and they're over 260 pounds.
Oh,
320 pounds.
Wasn't it more like 360 pounds?
I can't remember, but they're humongous. And hopefully they're coming. Well, I don't know if I should say, but they're coming back up this spring, right?
Well, I can't confirm that for now, but we'll let everybody know.
Yeah, and there's more to that story, but anyways.
But with the TV show with Don, and so we did a lot for the soldiers, taking the soldiers on.
Yep.
And I mean, we volunteered a lot, helping out with the tournaments they had for the Wounded Warrior projects. We donated baits, sent pro staffers in to work with the soldiers. Then the pro staffs went out and actually took the soldiers out.
Yep.
And we really supported the Wounded Warriors project the best we could. It was just our way of showing the guys our appreciation for them.
Yep.
And for their sacrifices and everything they go through for for your country and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, there was a couple times I went out with these guys with Don and helped these guys do some video shooting and stuff.
Yeah.
And Don does a lot. So if you guys get a chance, if you see Don, say hi. And if you're in the military, tell him thank you, because I mean he does a lot for these guys. And maybe if these guys get a chance and you want to come up here, get a hold of Don, and maybe we'll get on the river with Will.
Oh yeah, for sure. A lot of guys.
Yeah. So you got any questions over there?
Well, we have some questions here.
There's Ryan Flero.
There's Ryan.
He's not mad, is he? Or where's Rick Flero?
No, he's not mad. He's laughing about it.
Yeah.
One of the guys was talking about. He said there was a gentleman that was fishing the FLW championship on Table Rock, and wanted to know. He said he saw one of our guys that was actually featured in FLW and Table Rock. Yeah, he's right. That was Carl Boileau. He's one of Gajo Baits pro staff. He's from Canada.
He's from Ottawa, right? Or just outside of Ottawa?
Yeah, he lives just outside of Ottawa, Canada, right by the capital. And he's on our pro staff. He actually qualified through the FLW Canadian Championship that gave him the opportunity to come to the States to fish in the, I think it was the FLW Nation Championship or something like that. But he actually, he got a chance to fish Table Rock as a competitor in the international category, I believe. And he did really well on Table Rock, and he ended up placing second in his division. I do believe he was second place.
Oh wow!
And so, but I mean, he did really well.
Yeah.
And they featured him on.
And he took these baits down with him. Right?
Yeah. Yes, he did. He was passing out the baits and stuff like that. And I mean, we got a lot of feedback from the guys down there for the stick baits and the swim baits on Table Rock. They were really like. But one thing that they said that really worked down there, and a lot of guys didn't do it. Most of the guys in there did what they were drop shotting this bait, the drop shot bait. They were using the smaller drop shot bait. I make a color. It's on the color list. It's blue black shad, and the guys were using it down there. And he said they were really like when the bass were schooling, they were really working. Plus, it was something new that they usually don't do down there. And he goes, it really helped them out.
Yeah. Now you got another guy that's on your pro staff. That's from Alabama. That's Dave.
Dave Gaston. Yeah, Dave Gaston.
And he was All American high school champion.
He was the 2013 Alabama State High School state champion.
And he also he fishes on Gunnersville, right?
Yeah, he
fishes. He lives on Gunnersville, I should say.
Yeah, he lives next to those areas in Alabama.
And he did really well in the FLW last year on your baits.
It was the Bass Open he fished.
Oh no! Well, he was placing FLW down there.
Well, he fished the I do believe it was the BFL, the Bama series in the FLW, and he was the points leader in that series. He became the points leader, and he had won the points leadership in the FLW down there in that series. And so, I mean, he did really well this year. He's actually fishing this year the Bass Opens and he's trying to qualify for the Elite Series tour.
Nice.
So I mean, he's doing really well. I mean, he's one of those young guys. He knows what he's doing.
Yep.
And I mean, he's coming up. He's coming up really well. He's doing really well and stuff like that.
Good.
So he's gonna be one of those guys to watch out for.
Yeah.
In the near future here coming up.
Yep.
Yeah,
Good,
he's
good.
a young guy. He's got a long career ahead of him fishing. And
So
I hope to go forward with him through his whole career. Stay with him through his whole
now,
career.
speaking of elite guys, okay, you need to tell everybody how many elite guys you actually know, because this is amazing. These guys might not, you might think that Will's just a Joe Blow guy trying to sell baits. Well, guess what? He's not. This guy is in the fishing industry, and he knows how to handle this stuff and how I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's let me put it this way: Will knows his shit. How's that? So, anyways, just name off some of these guys that he's got that you know in the elites, just so these guys kind of know that you do have some pull, you have some ties, and
well, I have ties and I have connections with the guys. Well, I really can't say connection. I mean, they're friends. When I meet people in the elites, I become friends with everybody.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But the elite tournament we had here, I had 76 out of the 100, or was it 102 elite guys, were actually using my bait here in Waddington, New York. And
they're coming back this year.
Yeah, they're coming back this year. It's actually going to be here.
And then Champlain right after that.
Champlain, yeah.
So you just might sell out of baits.
Oh, I doubt I'm going to sell out of baits. There's a lot of baits that we have. Yeah. But I have 76. I met all the guys. I personally know. I talk to all of them all the time and stuff like that. And when they come up and we go to different events, I talk to everybody. I go to every 10, and to be able to go up to them and to approach them, and the guy says to you, "Hey, Will, how's it going?"
Yeah,
it really makes you feel good. Like,
for sure.
You made an impression on this guy that's out there, that's really on the top of his game. Everyone looks up to you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so
I mean, I'd be tickled pink too if Mike came up to me or whatever and said, "Hey, Stevie, how's it going?" It's like, "Hey, how you doing?"
Well, guys like that, guys like Ike and stuff like that, really, they remember their fans.
Yeah,
and even if you haven't met him in a few years, he's.
So I don't want to cut you off, but hold on a second. Ike, if you're watching, get a hold of me here on Bass Release. We need you on the show.
But yeah, guys like that. I mean, most of the guys are the top guys, and they're they're very approachable. They respond really well to their fans. They treat their fans with respect.
Yep.
I mean, we were at one event and the news reporters and everybody was there to do interviews and everything else like that. And there was a line of fans waiting for them.
Yep.
And he was one of them. Mike was one of them. And this goes forward with the top guys. And the reason why they're so popular is because instead of doing the interview for the newspapers and the local TV thing, he stopped the whole thing and went over, met with his fans, took pictures. He put the whole interview and everything off for like an hour so that he could take care of the fans and do the autographs and stuff, because that's who they really care about, are their fans and stuff. That's what keeps them going and keeps the sport going.
Yeah.
And so it's it's shout out to them. They're they're doing a good job representing our sport and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, for sure. I can't wait until when they come back here in Waddington.
Well, I mean, they're coming back this year. They'll be here this July.
I can't wait.
And so now,
what else we got for questions over there?
Okay, let's see.
Scrolling too fast there, Will.
Man. A lot of guys are commenting, joking around here.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Slick doesn't want us to give out the secret. Too late, Slick. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, everyone's going to know. Slick Harris, he's one of the guys on the pro staff down in Pennsylvania and stuff like that, and he was using them this year. He was one of the guys that helped us PR because he was fishing the Costa Series events in BFL.
Where's he from? Pennsylvania?
Yeah, Pennsylvania.
Is he fishing the Costa this year?
Yeah, he wants to fish the Costas and he wants to fish the bass. So
I'm going to be fishing against Slick.
Oh yeah. Well, you're going to be fishing against me too.
Yeah, that's true too.
So,
oh my God.
It's going to be Team Gajo all over the tournaments this year.
Yeah, and plus you got Chris Flint.
Yeah, Chris Flint's also going to be fishing the tournament trails with us, fishing the Costa Series also.
Yeah.
Let's see who else. I'm sorry, Ryan, but we can't. I mean, we have to let everybody know. I'm sorry, buddy. Everybody's going to know what we're doing. we're in the bait business, Ryan. We're not in the secret business. So.
It's all right. After the show, I'm gonna ask Will what color you're using.
I'm sure everyone
Will tells me
call
everything.
Okay, let's see here. What do we have here? Cool. Carl's chimed in.
Something I wanted to ask you too.
Carl said he lost the FLW tournament by half pound, by 8 ounces.
Half a pound.
Yeah. The second
Wow.
day was so tough fishing. He said that he was catching them. He was catching big fish. He needed just one fish, and he had lost his fish the second day, and he had lost the tournament by 1 pound. He needed just one little, even if it was just one little bitty keeper. He said he would have walked away with that.
That's a
championship.
heartbreaker.
Yeah, well, it happens.
Well, that's part of
I've
fishing,
lost
you know.
tournaments in the past, big
Yeah.
name tournaments. You know, I was in second place this past year. Going into the final day, I was in second place behind a guy by 4 ounces.
Yeah.
Ended up in 10th place with only one fish in it.
Yeah.
It happened. I mean, it happens, and
Yeah.
you know, you learn from those mistakes and
Yeah.
just do the best you
Yeah.
can. That I know
So-
it's like a kick in the pants that
Yeah.
happened to you, but it's, you know, it happens to you.
Yeah. Something I wanted to ask you real quick too is about these sticks. And I was going to ask you earlier and I forgot. These are salt, right?
Yeah, yeah. I have salt. I have salt in all my baits.
Yeah.
Adds flavor, adds texture,
Yeah.
and stuff. Adds a little weight to them and things like that.
Yeah.
But yes, there is salt in these baits.
Okay.
These soft plastic baits.
Yeah. Good.
You know, the guys use them. It adds a little weight to these baits, and the guys that have used my sticks, the pro staff and everybody out there, they really love the action, the softness, and the thing about these sticks, they're really durable. You know, you'll hit, you know, you'll be able to catch 10
Yeah.
fish on one stick. So
Well, I was going to say something, but you know what happened 2 years ago?
yeah, we can't give out all our secrets.
You want
So
to tell a little story about it though?
which one?
When we were fishing these, but in the black with the blue flake. Remember?
Oh yeah, okay, go ahead, tell them. Tell 'em.
Well, anyways, we were fishing and the bass were hitting so much that we were using Will's black with the blue flake. Anyways, we were catching a fish and come in, and you know how sometimes after a while the stick would tear apart. Well, I said, I wonder what would happen if we used a half a stick. So I took a stick, split it in half, stuck it on there. Guess what? Bass. We must have caught about 30, 40 of them on a half a stick. So that's why I didn't want it. It's like, you know, maybe I should keep my mouth shut.
Well, I mean, the funny part about it was, you know, we were just out product testing that day.
Yeah.
We go out and, you know, I just said, okay, I'm going to bring some colors. And, you know, I only bring a handful of colors. And when we got into the fish that day, we started pounding and pounding and pounding. So we ran like, you know, our baits were getting all torn up, they were ripped up. And usually when that happens, you turn around and like, you know, we didn't have any soft plastic glue. Some guys will glue their baits back together just to get more fish on.
Yeah.
So we ran out. So Steven's like, well, let's try a little piece and see what happens. He was so desperate. He didn't want to give up so I said, well, try it. So he put it on, and I mean, it worked. I mean,
it was great.
you know, we went through the baits in probably about an hour and a half. We actually got a whole day out of like 2 packs of baits because we were cutting them up, gluing them back together. It was a great day.
Yeah. Yeah. I think next time I'll have to bring about 10 packs. So, you know, but we'll see. What else we got over there?
Let's see what we have here. Who else? Brian Bowers got a shout out. Thanks, Brian. Thanks for sending it to
Brian.
us.
Yes. Oh my God, Brian. I'm sorry, man. I want to say thanks for Brian for getting me my microphones. Oh my God.
What was the
He's
last?
you know, I have to go to work tonight at 11 o'clock. I work midnights, you know. So I work with him.
He really
And,
came through for you to help you out.
Yeah, he was in another city at one time, and I asked him. I said, "Can you do me a favor and pick up these mics for me?" He goes, "Yeah, I will." So I forgot to give him a little shout out. So, speaking of shout outs, I want to give a couple shout outs also for Pink Fishing, www.pinkfishing.com. Everybody knows that they're one of my sponsors, and it's for breast cancer. So, you know, if you know anybody's got breast cancer, or if you have breast cancer or something, and you're interested in fishing, Check us out on Facebook, and we sell nice looking clothing. If you want to buy a shirt, or a hoodie, or whatever, or a hat.
Pink Fishing, they do a lot.
Hey, I'm gonna, you know, Will picks on me about it all the time because he calls it what do you call it? The pink ladies.
The pink ladies fishing.
Pink ladies fishing, but he knows what it's all about. So that's my shout out for this episode. Anything else you want to talk about real quick?
You know, to be honest, I would just like to thank everybody out there that has supported us over the past year, supported the company, the pro staffers. You know, people that we've met at tournaments, people I've met on the shore, just out fishing, pull up on people. There was families out there with their kids that were fishing, trying to introduce their kids, you know, trying to get their kids into fishing, get them hooked on fishing. And so, you know, I'd like to thank all those people that really, you know, they use the baits, they really helped us out, really spread the word for us to get the word out there.
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for people like that, you would have no company.
Yeah, I mean, that's the truth. Those are the people you rely on.
Yeah.
And, you know, Gajo Baits, myself, and, you know, the employees of Gajo Baits would just like to say thank you, you know, for all the help, getting us started and really getting our name out there all over the country. And, you know, we look forward to servicing everybody and, you know, to selling baits to everybody. And, you know, we would just like to say thank you. Thank you for your support.
Nice. Cool. So that takes care of that. And, I had another question for you. You know what? And I can't even think. It's on the end of my tongue, but I can't remember. Oh, what's your plans for this year for fishing? Are you going to be fishing any tournaments, or are you just going to be concentrating on?
Well, I'm going to concentrate mostly on the company, getting the company out, getting it started. Like I said, we're going to be launching on the 6th, February 6th. We're launching, and I'm going to focus on that and do the best I can to work with my customers. And to support my pro staff, and make sure everybody's covered, make sure everybody has.
So are these going to be available in stores eventually? Yes,
they will be going out to stores. You know, you'll be able to, within a year, you should be able to find them all within all your favorite tackle supply stores. I'm hoping to get them out into a lot of the local supply stores. I will be adding a dealer locator to the website once we get into stores.
Good.
Once I have stores lined up, they're registered as dealers, their name will be on there, so you know, eventually you'll be able to go on our website to your local town, your local state, and find a dealer local to you.
Yep. Now, if anybody's out of state or something, can they contact you to sell your baits for you, or how?
I mean, dealers, yeah. All they got to do is log on to the site, or they can contact us. Let us know they're a dealer, and you know they'd like to carry our baits, and I'll send them out the information, everything.
Yeah, and you have sample packs for them also.
Yeah, I also have sample packs for my dealers and representatives and stuff like that.
Okay, good. So anyways, guys, I'm going to cut it short. The only reason is because, like I said, I got to go in tonight. I got to work midnights. I'm not going to get any sleep. I'm going to be one miserable guy tonight and tomorrow, so.
Well, I mean, fishing season's coming here soon. Right now, the river's a little iced over, but I mean, fishing season will be here soon.
Everybody asks me, you want to go ice fishing? Are you crazy? It's freezing out there. No
it's freezing out there. You're a fisherman. Nothing slows you down. No ice, no 40 below weather, nothing should slow you down.
That's too cold for me. No.
But yes,
ice. Don't get me wrong. Ice fishing is good, and these guys have fun catching perch and pike and muskie and all that stuff. But my butt's not sitting on a five
gallon bucket freezing.
Yeah, no. I'll wait till it's nice 80, 80, 90 degrees outside in my boat catching a tan.
Oh, well, that sounds like a plan to me. Sounds
Catching
like
fish, though.
So yeah, stay tuned with us, folks. Stay tuned.
And you're gonna come back again.
Oh, I'll be back. We're gonna have guests, pro staffs. Like I said, we're gonna have guests on the show.
And hopefully next weekend, maybe Brad.
Yeah, one of our pro staffers.
So Brad, if you're watching,
Brad Paradise. Hopefully next bass release he'll be here.
Yeah, and you're gonna be back maybe too.
Yeah, I'll probably be back. I'll come in and
and Brad's a very technique person, so hopefully we'll get to talk about some techniques. Yeah, well, yeah,
he knows a lot about the bass fishing and the techniques. He's one
especially
of
up here.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's known to be the main guy to go to here on the St. Lawrence River.
So
and stuff like that to get information, guys. You know, guys ask him about information, and he's like I said, he's a straightforward guy. He'll tell you, well, you know, I went out today, caught him on this. I mean, there's guys that actually followed him on the river and said, well, what are you catching them on? He pulls his pole and he says, I'll show you. Drops it down and he catches them on it and shows them.
Yeah. So, okay, guys. So I want to say thank you for stopping in. It's our first episode. We're working things out. We're still tweaking things. I'm still waiting for a couple things to come into the studio. You can tell there's an echo. Hopefully that's going to be gone by next week because it's bugging the crap out of me. Little bit of adjustments with the mics and stuff.
We'll be putting. If you want to send us, if you want to send Steven pictures, posters.
Steven? My mother is the only one that called me Steven.
Steven, I am your mother.
But anyways, go ahead.
But if you want to send them pictures and posters and stuff like that, anything fishing related, we'll put it on the show.
Yeah.
Send us your product if it's fishing related. We'll put it on the show and we'll help you guys out. And as the weeks go on, you're gonna see our shelves and our pictures and displays coming up.
Yeah, I mean, we like I said, I wanted to get this going, and I mean, we built this in a week and a half.
Yeah, about a week and a half we put.
Week and a half, and I mean, I worked on it pretty well day and night. So, but I wanted to get it up and going. So, just bear with us for a few more weeks. It's going to get better. Like Will said, we're going to have more people on here. I plan on having people getting in on here live via Skype, and maybe I'm still working on it. You might be able to call in if you have questions instead of doing a comment. So we're going to have a telephone number. You can call in. You're going to be live on the broadcast with us by telephone. So we're just working on some of that stuff. So that's about it for tonight, I think.
Yeah.
Hopefully we
so just stay tuned next week, next Sunday, 8 p.m.
Yeah, and don't forget to share us. I mean, we're new. We're trying to get people involved here. So if you like our video, share it, and hopefully we can get some more likes and stuff. And I like to see like 1,400, 1,500 people watching this every night.
That'd be nice.
So call it a
well,
night.
we'll do our best. We'll do our best to make sure everybody has a good show.
Yeah.
Enjoy themselves.
All right, guys. So anyways, we're gonna let you go, and thanks, Will, for stopping in.
You got it. Anytime.
And stay tuned next week, guys, on Bass Release. And I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna stay with 8 o'clock. I think 8:30 is a little too late.
Yeah.
So maybe we might even go a little bit earlier. I mean, it's Sunday night. People are.
Depends on the football game, right, guys? Right, Al? Dave?
Oh no, that's not next week. That's the week after.
Yeah, I know. I'm just.
So we're all set with that. But anyways, so stay with us, guys, and give us a share, give us a like, and we'll see you guys sometime next week. So, adios, amigos.
Take care.